live every single Friday night. Live from Chicano Street. Every single Friday night. I can't seem to shake you. Well, my. Baby. Don't forget to hit that like. Let's get this conversation going. I can't seem to shake you. That's what it is every single Friday night. The Razas channel. Live every single Friday night, live on Chicano Tube, broadcasting live from Chicano Street. Yeah, it's the People's Channel. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in right now in the comment section, dropping it. I'll go ahead and get the chat up right now. We got a lot to talk about, and this time we are going to get to every single thing. Te prometo. But first off, of course, we got to go through the formalities. I want to give gracias to all the day oneers, all the day zeroers. Man, there's been some day zeroers coming in that comment section, and I'm like, cabrón, you were there since like day zero. La Neta, the other channel. Let me go ahead and pop out the chat. Okay, I'm going to get it out. But again, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that love. Even the love from the city. Everyone that I see when I going around town, the city, I think at least twice they told me, hey, keep what you're doing up. You know what that is? That's gas in the tank, man. That's motivation. That's gas in the tank. You know, I say, something is happening. I say, tangible, you know. Helping out the youngsters really does help. And, of course, they're not all the youngsters. They're the ones. There's also the hardliners. And I get it. And we have that conversation all the time. All the time. So there it is. Gracias, all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. You already know what it is. The members only, the backbone of the community. It's Friday night. Oh, we're going to get into a good conversation tonight. We're going to finish it off. But let me get to the Chicano channels first off, okay? I want to give a shout out Tony A. That's right, Norby's Marvelous Minds. We got Pocho. We got EBK. We got Stories. We got Cholo Trucker. We got Buzz. Should we talk about that for a second? I don't want to go all the way down the road. Next thing you know, we didn't get to any of the topics. No se crean. Yard Recall, Buzz, Cholo Trucker. Today I was messaging with Pastor David Rocha, Being Low, Dankin' and Drankin'. My Chicano hermano. I'm gonna hit you back right now, Bean Loke, on that text. It's all to the good. Man, God is good, man. The sun is out. We're in spring. What do you got to complain about? I mean, it's just going down. It really is just going down. So anyways, gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone, all the Chicano channels, as we're on our way to 10K. I'm trying to figure that out, gente. I think it's gonna have to be YouTube at some times, like, or it's you guys. We know that it's the engagements of all the channels that just keep hitting that like, keep hitting that dislike. You don't have to like it. You could disagree 100%. 100%. I have people on here, opposite view. 100% the opposite view. And that's okay. How about this? How about let's spark a conversation that's going to have you thinking. And then at least you got a little bit smarter when you got off the live. Puro pedo, man. All right, here it is. Okay, that's right. Denver Maids in the casa. I appreciate you. Speaking of Chicano channels, we got Chicanos right here in the comments section, man. My boy Denver Maid. Gracias, man. I appreciate you. Everlasting Bays. That's right, my boy. Hey, buen fin de semana, way. Don't go too hard, way. I went too hard a couple weeks ago. Híjole. Sentí el próximo día. Ain't as good as I once was. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing, man. Yard Recall with Buzz. I send mine right back to you. The man that wants to retire completely, Cholo Trucker, and just say, you know what? It was a fluke. Sit down. Carry the middleweight belt, and then when you carry the belt, all of a sudden you become a target. Then they're going to want to call you out. Like right now, Stories. He's got the heavyweight belt. They're calling him out left and right. But who will sign on the dotted line? I don't want to talk feelings. I don't want to talk emotions. I don't want to talk about how you feel. I don't want to hear a damn thing. We saw it in his dotted line. If not, I'm not wasting my time, just like I don't want to waste your time, and I'm going to keep it pushing so we can get this thing on the road, because we're going to Arizona. We're going to New Mexico. We're going to where all the raza is. We're going to Texas. We're going to go to Denver, Colorado, because there's YouTubers everywhere. Let's keep that a buck. There's YouTubers everywhere, so I can't wait. I'm excited about all that stuff, man. So the middleweight belt is about to get an owner. The heavyweight belt already has its owner, respectfully. You can't say it's not respectfully. And matter of fact, to me, anyone that steps in that ring, it's respect. Because it wasn't like this. Let me make up 10 excuses by the book, politics, rules, ethics, morals, value, whatever the excuse is, to not go and handle it like a man. I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to deal with people anyways like that. So anyways, April 27th, 7 p.m., you'll see the middleweight belt finally claim its first owner. It's going to be a hell of a show. So I reached out to some youngsters. I followed that IG page, Central Coast Slaps. And on that IG page, Central Coast Slaps, a lot of the youngsters are on there. I messaged like 5-6 people trying to get someone that's popping and banging. Now, NorCal does have its different sound, gente. You heard, what's his name? Lazy Boy say it on Adam 22's podcast the other day. Shout out to Gold Toes. Shout out to G Code with Sambo. Sam, my brother from another mother. God bless both of you guys, man. I hope just God multiplies you and you get that energy that you're putting out. I hope you get that back, man, 100 times fold. Because there's some of us that are just, in the brick and mortar down in the community doing it, right? So shout out to both you gentlemen. I don't even know where I was going on with that. Here we come up, though. April 27th. Let's run it. No more talking. Let's run it one more time. Now, I did tell Cholo Trucker briefly. I told him when I got on the phone, I said, cabron, no headgear. These gloves, to keep it honest with you, you guys being middleweight, because even me, being an official and USA Boxing and all that stuff, right? I always knew that only the middleweights, had to have them a little bit heavier, a little bit. Right when you get under the heavyweights. Right when you get under heavyweight, we'll put paper on your hands. We could put paper on your hands because they're lighter. But anyways, I can't wait for that one. It's one of those fun fights that you just want to see who's going to win, right? But gente, okay, yes, I am. We will put an undercard. Okay, on that one, we will put a monster undercard. Now, what I mean monsters, I'm talking with, of course, home base. I'm going to be talking with Mexican boxeo that got at least 1 or 2 champions. I'm going to talk with Team Villa, who we go way back like hubcaps on Cadillacs. Shout out to Pops of RV4, respectfully. All of the gyms. And get the Lions. You know who the Lions are? The Lions are the ones that could punch a hole through the wall. Those are the Lions that I want to get. The ones that they could punch a hole through the wall. Let me see 1 second. How come I can't see the chat right there, man? Okay, I'm gonna get the chat up, but now I was just tripping. Like I wanted to go ahead and put it over here. Okay. Hey, you always learn something, right? Every day we learn something new. That's right, Jess, a.k.a. Little Bean, a Chicano. Another Chicano's in the casa. Órale, Corco, door security. Hey, keep poste, cabrón. Keep poste. You never know. We don't want no weirdos walking in. You know what I mean? You know what to do. And a matter of fact, on this fight with Cholo Trucker, gente, the Brown Wall, which is the A-list security company, the Brown Wall, La Pared Café, is invited and doesn't have to work it. Why? There's no security concerns, you know. So we're going to have a gate, and it's going to be a hell of a time. The people that have already confirmed already, well, a lot of them are Team Cholo Trucker. But I've gotten some confirmations already for Yard Recall. I have. And Buzz is game. So the reason we did a 1 month turnaround real quick, and then we'll move on to something substantial, is because both of these gentlemen are already in shape. They're already ready to go. Game roosters. Ready to go, ready to throw chingazos. Don't give me this, I need this and I need that. I don't want to hear that neither. For me, it's a business. I got certain slots in the year. I'm going to fill them up. That's it. I don't want to hear any more. If not, we'll roll it over to next year. We got so many roosters now. We're really close to getting it on the road. Just really close, okay? Let's hold on a couple more fights. Because just remember, every time we hit another state, it's another LLC. Cabrones, okay? If you want to talk business, it's another LLC in every state, which is just a process. Usually, if you get the preliminaries down, we're good to host it already and do it. But I need Arizona to tap in. I need a connect in Arizona. I need a connect in New Mexico. I already got Texas. Oh, Texas is done. So Arizona, New Mexico, and Denver. I need someone in Denver that can put it together for me. That's a mover and a shaker. That's a wiggler, okay? You know, that it saves me from going through the pendejadas, which is like going through Google. Like, I don't know nothing. And then, ¿qué va a pasar? Me van a mirar con la cara de billete. All right, so anyways, let's keep it pushing. Firme tube, no headgear. I felt like I was wearing elbow pads all day. Bro, there ain't no headgear. It's a real fight. I guess that's what I was saying. I told that to Cholo Trucker. This is a real fight, bro. It's like that back of the handball court YA blitz. I think that's what Buzz is going to... If the bell rings and he blitzes crazy and he fires 100 shots at him, well, first off, I'd hope he trained that, you know what I mean, for at least 5 rounds. Because I'm thinking 5 rounds. Because on this one, if this one goes 5 rounds, we probably we're going to score it. And if we're going to score it, let's not make it an even number, which it can't be 6. So this one's going to be 5 rounds. Of course, it's always minimum 2 minutes, but we can go up to 3. That could be a fight day decision. The gloves will be a fight day decision, but it's a real fight. I don't put on boxing fights. I don't. I put on real fights. So anyways, and if you're a content creator and you want to tap in with that, to Content Creator Series of Fighting, I just remembered, damn, I got to get the official poster. I got the official poster, gente. Let me just upload that real quick. I'm going to keep talking anyways. I just got to open another browser. Okay, so for all of you content creators, okay, that's saying you want a piece and you want to get involved, okay, well, come with it. And when you come with it, let's just take care of business first, which is everything in black and white. And then from there, we'll work out the rest. But the black and white means you're going to pull up. Hell or high water. I mean, I understand their circumstances, gente. I understand, no soy pendejo. I understand. But we pull up. I mean, I've had my finger broken 11 days before a fight. Finger broken. And, is this the one? Yes, this is the one. All right, cabrón. Hey, shout out to Brown Pride Clothing. Man, that's my boy right there. Shout out to Brown Pride Clothing. What I need you guys to do is go over to Instagram and take over his Instagram, man. Go run up those numbers on Brown Pride Clothing. This is my brother right here who got the plug, my brother. The plug. So these designs are sick, carnal. They're fucking sick, bro. All right, the official poster. All right, 3, 2, 1. Before we go over to anything substantial, we're going to show the official poster. Here we go. Drum roll. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Make it bigger. You're like, what? I can't even see it. 3, 2, April 27th, 7 o'clock. It's happening. 2 middleweights. The middleweight strap is on the line. Who's going to bring it home? It's going to be the content creator with the best hands. 1 for Cholo Trucker or 2 for Buzz. Real quick before I move on. Hit a 1, Team Cholo. That's coming deep. I've had some confirmations today. They're coming deep. Team Cholo's going to be deep. Or hit a 2 is Yard Recall. Stockton, USA, California. Stand up and represent and put tips and hands on those that don't know. Hit a 1, hit a 2. Let's keep it moving, man. We're on our way to 10K. Gracias, you guys. We're going to do another giveaway. When we get to 10K. That's for sure. That'll be like the 2nd or 3rd this year, huh? I'll make the comments a little bit smaller. Why are they bigger than my head, you know? But then I can't read them. That's the problem. Damned if you do. Y tú sabes. So anyways, April 27th, keep it moving. Officially, there they go. There they are. That's the official fight poster that's going to be printed. You'll see that at the gate. We are going to have gate on this one, gente. All right? Okay, before I go, let's read some numbers. Mikey been talking about substantial shit. No, I haven't, man. Last week I was talking about Tony A. And you know what? They were like the dream team on OJ. They shut the case on that baboso. And I say that. I got no issues with them. Why do we shoot shots? Bro, this guy, I'm just saying I think he has multiple personality disorder. But anyways, here's all the 1s. Here's all the 2s. We got more 1s. We got more 1s. The videos that Buzz has been sending of the workouts, he's damn near training with Nate Diaz. Damn near training with Nate Diaz. The ones that Buzz have been sending me. So this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Now let me move it. All right. Now let's keep it pushing, gente. Let me read some comments. So I feel like I'm volando. G Sierra, if you're going to come, amiga, just let me know. My phone number, amiga, go ahead and get at me. I know there's a lot of day oneers. We're going to have both. It's going to be a team Cholo and a team Buzz section on top of their own locker rooms and everything, right? Everything. So I don't know what it was, man. Cholo Trucker was standing next to me, calling the action. And then the next thing I know, he's calling me up on the phone saying he wants to run that fade. I'm telling you, I guess I'm blessed, man. I'm dealing with everyone that's gone in the ring under my banner so far. I'm dealing with individuals that pull up, man. That have pull-ups on their record. So, G Sierra, just let me know, amiga. Okay? Let me know. Anyways, Corco Door Security, pues Corco. That's not 209 too? Team Buzz? Okay. Let me know. All right, we're going to keep it moving now, man. Real quick, I want to touch on Dr. Dre getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't know if I haven't seen anyone do a video on that. No one's talking about Dr. Dre getting a star? I mean, is it because we're different generations or what? That's what you think it is? We're different generations. I put a huge emphasis on Dr. Dre. He was a huge, intricate part. That 91, 2, 3, 4 days, 90s, the best decade of music by far. By far. There's no comparison. I know, gente. I know. You could become a superstar a whole lot faster now because the beats are on steroids. Straight up. All of these beats that they're dropping now are on steroids. So you could blow up just like that. And then now they have social media. Now you could pick up 1 million followers on TikTok right away as long as it's hot. As long as it's popping. Those are the kind of, that's what I'm looking for right now from the Central Coast to come on. At the end of the day, if not, we might just have to bring on YG Young Gun, the ambassador of the 831. Who's had in the studio Mac Dre, who's had in the studio E40, who's had in the studio X-Rated. Matter of fact, I was talking with Two-Face Entertainment today. I was talking with Fred Segura, and he was telling me that they shot most of the album. He shot the album cover for The Good Die Young. Fred did. He shot the album cover. The ambassador of the 831. So he did the first track on the first channel, and then I asked him if we could use a sample of the second one for the I guess it was a second rebranding. But then obviously right here we just rode right into Chicano Street, you know, and that's how we're gonna finish it off, man. I was just listening to them oldies driving over here too. I was listening to that one by Jensen Benitez. I was playing her last year on the Super Love Jam. And I was telling you guys ain't even ready for them Spanish oldies yet. Those Spanish oldies hit different, man. Dr. Dre, he gets a star on there. The impact he had was crazy. His life, he still hasn't sold the documentary. It's not coming out yet on Netflix. Just like I had mentioned with Gold Toes the other day, which me and Gold Toes ended up talking on the phone after that. He was like, cabrón, you said this, ¿cómo sabes? Güey, pues, man, Salinas, güey. I said, yeah, you hold off. And then when obviously they want to know the whole kit and caboodle, the todo el cuento, which is everything, then that's the ticket, the Netflix documentary. So Dr. Dre hasn't done that, but that's going to be coming. That's going to be a huge payday too. That's like a Cash App checkout, cha-ching, you know, deposit to the bank, boom, transfer, whatever you want to call it, wire. But he needs to get his props. He needs to get more respect. Tony A did a show, and he had on there, what's his name? Rashid Harder. Is it Rashidi Harder or Harper? That guy, too, with Dr. Dre working with him. I'm like, I wanted to call in, too, but right when I heard it, Tony was like, okay, well, you know, the lines are ending. I was like, chingado. People weren't emphasizing that. I don't know what's going on over people's head, or people don't know music, or what. And I'm not knocking anyone, but that the same mainstream rappers, you know, amongst the Chicano pages on IG, and of course, you know, we're gonna circulate more Chicanos and Raza, but we should be putting some light on Dr. Dre. The Raza ain't talking about Dr. Dre. Well, guess what? I'm talking about Dr. Dre. I'm giving him his flores. Dr. Dre did so. Man, the Chronic tape and the Too Short, Get In Where You Fit In. Those were the only two tapes I played on my Walkman walking to middle school. The youngsters are like, man, this is crazy. Yeah, it was a different time, youngsters. It was a different time. It wasn't no wittere. There was no, let me run to IG and post it on IG first. I don't want to get at the dude because I ain't got no nuts, so I'm just going to post it on IG. That way the whole world can see it. Middle finger up. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, so gracias everyone that's tapping in, man, dropping those comments. Corcodor Security says he got Team Cholo. Did I call it wrong? Against the grain? No, I'm just kidding. Against the grain. Buzz is 209. That's Stockton. Last time I went over there, I had a house over there, right? But it was in an HOA, good neighborhood. And then I went on one carretera before I was going to go hit up Beanloke or some. In the carretera, there was a Jack in the Crack. I pulled over to Stockton, this Jack in the Crack. And when I pulled over to the side, literally, I parked right there. There was like mufflers on the floor, catalytic converters on the floor. And I was like, man, I'm in Stockton. Cultura Cafe. Cholo's mindset is on another level. Yeah, Cholo. I'm telling you, I seen him do a burpee routine, and I'm like, cabrón, that's an old school workout. You know, burpees bag. It's like 3 or 5. 3 up or 5 and up. And he works out, he stays in shape. But guess what? But Yard Recall stays in shape. The way I've been talking to Buzz, I want to put them on together. Okay, let's go ahead and run that press conference. Let's do it. Let's do it the first week of April. Let's do the press conference the first week of April. Each gentleman after the press conference, which we'll do it either the 31st is a Friday, Saturday, or the 1st is a Sunday. Oh, but that's Easter. I'm gonna be at church both services, cabrones. I'm gonna be at church both services. God is good. Shout out to Pastor Terry Green, Jason Green, Sister Karen, Sister Shara, Sister Liz. Anyways, so I'm gonna be there on Saturday. So let's do it Sunday. Maybe Sunday. People are in wine. Nah, no. Even though people are unwinding, more people leave on the weekends too. You know what I mean? People are away from their phones mostly on the weekends. Let's do it for, maybe we'll just do a special that Monday. If not that Wednesday, Monday. But let me put a thumbnail together and then I'll put it out, okay? Anyways, we'll move on for Dr. Dre. But Dr. Dre, you get your Flores. Tony A was in the building over there. And, of course, Tony A knows Dr. Dre. I don't think people don't mention that enough. Cabron, Dr. Dre? Shit. I mean, just knowing Dr. Dre almost gives you automatic legend status. Yes or no? Tengo sed, man. Where's my water? I forgot my Niner mug. I put on the Niner jersey. We don't want to talk football right now, or do you? There's been some big trades. Almost every running back left their teams. We could talk football, but I'll put a football thumbnail and we'll make it all sports. That way, at least the gente knows this is a sports cast. But football's dead already for 6 months, other than the free agency rumors and trades. Give I see. Brenda Love's in the casa. Brenda Love, La Chicana, is in the casa. Gracias, amiga. I appreciate you for tapping in. Of course, Miss Chicano, too, was somewhere in here. Brenda Love, let us know, amiga, also who you got. You got Team Cholo, Team Buzz. We're going 1 Cholo. We're going 2 Buzz. April 27th, 160 pounds. They're going to just rush each other. And I don't know who's going to be the winner. I'm going to put the smallest gloves I can on them. There's no headgear. This is a real fight. And again, Cholo called me. I was like, you were just commentating. We're talking about our relationship and building CCSOF. And we're going to go to Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. And let's all put our familias up in suites. The whole team, even the brown wall. The lighting and audio team. You know who you are, Leon. Leon, the whole family, cabron. Take the whole family, put them in a suite, in a resort. We're not leaving the family behind. That's the opposite of what I preach on this channel. Dios, familia, cultura. We don't leave our families behind. Remember what the Godfather said? Do you spend time with your family? You remember when he said that? Do you spend time with your family? Yes, I do. Okay, because we're not animal. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. I'm going to read some comments. Gracias, amiga Brenda Love. Ace 100 is in the building. Again, that's another slugger. That's another one that get off where he's mad at. And for sure, that's a heavyweight. Hit a 1 if you'd like to see Ace 100 versus Tony. Stories written by a current prisoner. Hit a 1. I got a couple, 1, maybe 2 spots. Maybe 1. Well, you know what? No, I'm sorry. One of them is the car show. Gente, I'm going to do the 2nd annual meet and greet at the Tavares Mega Show. This is the biggest show they have in Salinas. He has over 10,000 cars. This is the only show that rents out the airport in Salinas. It's a private airport, so only private jets and planes fly in and out of there, but they do use it like this once a year if you get the permits and licenses. So I'm going to do a meet and greet. Shout out to everyone that came out to the meet and greet. Yep, right there in the city because it's the city. It's all I know. For 43 years, I've been breathing the same air, walking through the same streets, helping the same people, raza. Now even better, now I can reach out to the internet and help out more raza. So I can't do that one, but hit a 1 though. If Ace 100, if you think he could take the heavyweight belt from Tony, hit a 1 before we keep it moving. Saludos, Machete. That's right, Machete. Machete's another day oneer right there, day 0. He's a part of CCSOF. Machete is the series of fighting. Que no? Tell him, cabron. We got to wait till they see the chopper, cabron, driving. Wait till they see the chopper coming in on their entrance, right? That'd be a bad one to see. Which one, huh? Out of like the 3, 4, 5 that you got.
Life's a risk, carnal.
All right, now we're going to keep it pushing. Something that I saw come across my feed. Virgilio Aguilar Mendez has been set free, gente. I've heard some people talk on it, but not really expound or bring up the impact that this has. This is a ruling that the couple months that he did was time served. Remember, this was the officer that got found without probable cause pushing up on somebody and wanting to detain them. Now, the guy acting bugged out, wigged out, that didn't help at all. He's not understanding anything. I don't know if he thought they were the boogeymen, if something is off upstairs, a couple screws, I really don't know on his reaction is what I'm talking about. But that he's able to walk out of the county finally and try to pick his life back up and piece together. I don't hate on that. I understand a lot of people are going to say illegal. I understand that. And you have the right to. I mean, what am I going to tell you? To not say what you're going to say, what you're going to say. And I'll let you know from the Chicano's point of view what we got to adjust, address, what I corroborate, what I agree with, or what I simply don't know. He got set free. He's picking up his pieces after it would have been a year and like a month and a half of him sitting in custody. Now, those are the things that he got a lot of support. He didn't get no Kim K on the case or anything like that, but he got a lot of support. The voice of the people is impactful. We can stir it up and make some noise. If we're trying to do anything on the internet that could help people, it would be putting ourselves in a position where we can truly help people when we need to. Bring light attention to a case. Kind of like those innocence projects that are like pro bono funded. Pro bono. Yeah. State funded, I meant. Federal funds. It would be like those. We'd be able to help and shine light on people. You recently heard Alex Enamorado, and he's telling the people, the followers, hey, tag Kim K. Tag Kim K. Let's get Kim K involved. Well, she's not getting involved, and I think the obvious reasons that Kim K would not get involved with Alex Enamorado is number one, the president that's in the White House, he's unapproachable. Absolutely unapproachable. Everybody knows he's just a body. He's just a weekend at Bernie's. Whether that ruffles people's feathers, it doesn't matter, man. The raza now has more backbone than ever. We're not shutting our mouth up. We're not going to stay quiet at all. Period. We're going to voice our voice, and we're not going to base it on feelings and emotion. We're going to base it on facts, and we're going to base it on our wallet and us wanting to buy homes and us wanting to save money, which none of us have been able to do those things. And then the crazy thing about it is you want 4 more years. Whether you know it or not, you vote a certain way. It's a 2-party system. What do you want to do? Reinvent it? Which way you vote, it shows what you want. And if you don't vote, then you really can't complain. I mean, if you don't vote, you really can't complain. But we're in a good position in California now. But anyways, I'm glad that they let go of the young man and that they didn't put any kind of immigration hold on him. Do you see how they can do that selectively? Selectively. On who they want. That's why I was thinking this might have gotten to a high-profile level of case. The homie hangouts in the casa, man, I should just bring you on, cabron, and drop the link. That way the homie hangout can come on here and let us know if what I'm saying with these, or what he thinks of what I'm saying. Reforming systems, absolutely. Will they ever reform systems? Maybe sometime. Is it in their best interest? Not all the time. Just like the border is not in their best interest to reform. Some channels are the border channels. The border. That's all you hear. And me, I say this. I don't want to hear nothing about the border unless we're going to address the number one issue that's happening across that border. The number one issue, don't get this twisted, is the trafficking. They don't want to have that conversation. And I'd rather talk about that. So that's something substantial. Instead of coming on here arguing, I'm a Chicano who's not a Chicano. I think I gaslit that. Y le duele a unas personas. I don't get that. Gente, if I was any nationality, I would wear that on my chest. Matter of fact, I might just blast that on my chest. The flag, the country, all of that. But there's some people, again, we're not going to spend our time on that. We'd rather do something substantial that can help the people. Make a voice to where we can rock the boat. Make a voice to when one video, one live that we do for something that was obviously wrong. One live that we do can fill a whole change.org petition. Boom, in one night, all the signatures. Do a power move like that. Be that powerful. We're on our way. Because again, this is not Mikey's channel. This is the people's channel. This thing is bigger. I'm going to end up LLCing just the YouTube channel by itself, maybe. Again, shout out to all the Chicano channels, man. I was tapping in with Chicano Hollywood on IG. He's a very busy man. But guess what Chicano Hollywood on IG does, gente? He teaches the people how to make their own sitcoms, docuseries, reality TV shows from beginning to end, all the filming, all of that stuff. He also teaches you can easily translate that over into social media. If you got it and can blow up, now he teaches you how to translate all that information and then use it even for blowing up on social media. Chicano Hollywood is going to be coming on the channel, primeramente Dios, when his schedule clears up, because he's a busy, busy man. But I do want to end up hitting me and the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. I don't say her name enough. Hola, amor. Beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife, man. Anyways, we're going to do another Chicano hour. I'm sorry, you guys, last time we took off, man. We had a wedding that weekend by SD. And you saw the shorts that I did when I crucé a Tijuas real quick and then hopped back over the border. Hold on a second, gente. Yeah. You can come in. Thank you. That's right. All right. Brenda loves in the casa. Thank you. That's right. And she gets 3 awards. That's right, amiga. That's right. Didn't you say you were a notary, amiga? I use a notary a lot. Amiga, if you were in my area, I would send you notaries. Different counties operate differently. There's certain legal things you could do with titles and deeds that a notary has the authority to do. And it saves the gente a lot of money on attorney fees. And how do I do a trust? Attorney fees. And no, there's certain moves that people don't know that I try to help them, that I always need a solid notary. Something like that. All right. Machete, Denise Castillo, I said mine's in full home, girl. That's right. Denise Castillo's in the casa. I appreciate you, original Chicano Tube lady. Let's keep it moving, gente. Something happened in Long Beach. The Elotero is hitting the headlines. It made some headlines. What was it? It was an ABC News article. Let me see if I could find it. Long Beach. Okay, here it is. Okay, it says Long Beach, longtime street vendor shot, killed in Long Beach's Wrigley neighborhood. Police are investigating the death of a man who was shot in Long Beach's Wrigley neighborhood Wednesday afternoon, a day ago. The man, according to the police, was in the 100 block of Eagle Street around 4 p.m. when another man shot him. The suspect fled and officers rushed to the scene where they found the victim with a gunshot wound to the upper body, police said. He died after being taken to a hospital for treatment, police added. Family members identified him as 37-year-old Yener Ramirez of Wilmington. Ramirez was a father of 2 who had sold elote, corn, and shaved ice, raspados, in Long Beach for 15 years. According to family members attending a small memorial set up at the site of the shooting, which you can see a picture right here, right on the sidewalk, they put velas and flowers. He traveled the same route nearly every day near Lafayette Elementary School from noon to 5. I'll say that was his hustle area. Ramirez's family members said he had been robbed and assaulted in the past. That it ain't nothing new. They just, it's robberies. Robberies have been happening, since the beginning of time. Am I wrong in anything, or let me know? He had been robbed and assaulted in the past, but he was always weary of getting hurt. O sea, he got PTSD. PTSD, and those that used to throw 211s, you remember, I used to trip out and be like, man, está temblando. It's like, how do you think she's supposed to stop shaking like this if the double barrel is like right under the chin? Right? And now I think that's PTSD given immediately right after. Like immediately. But he was always weary of getting hurt, so he'd never fight back and give up his belongings, they said. He never fought back. Every time they went to rob him, he got robbed, he just threw his hands in the air. Take it. You can call that this, you can call that that. I'm not going to call it anything. You know what I will call it? Meek. The word meek comes to mind. You know what the word meek is? That was the characteristic in the Bible that God gave Moses. He was the meekest man on the face of the earth. Fact check me. Maybe we got Pastor David Rocha in the building, or si se puede. The meekest man, what does that mean? Humble. He never fight back and gave up his belongings, they said. They said they were still in shock and trying to process why someone would shoot him. Ramirez was a hard worker. Okay, I do want to stop there because I saw several news articles and I saw several videos, reports, ABC, all the stations reported on this, right? Some of these articles, I'm just going to put this out there, gente, because I think we should be smart enough to understand when either an article or a video or a documentary on Netflix or a series is trying to tell us to think a certain way by disclosing or by holding facts, or were they redacting, I guess is the legal term, redacting facts. If they just and they didn't end the article, there's more. I'll read it right now. But if they would have ended it right here and said they were still in shock and trying to process why someone would shoot him, there's several other articles out there, and I'm putting out all the information just for the gente. I'm putting all the information out there. There was other articles and other broadcasts that said this was a shooting that happened nearby. Maybe someone from Long Beach can tap in. The phone lines? Maybe I should connect the phone lines. Maybe I should add the number too. Cabrones. See, we're talking about stuff substantial tonight. So this is something that affects me and you. If not, it's food for thought. If not, it made you think and your IQ went up, at least in this hour. Your IQ went up. Yep, I just had to pull it. All right, here's the number. In case anyone wants to say anything about anything, we're moving along. Ramirez was a hard worker, enjoyed playing soccer in his free time, according to his family members. He was a very good person. He helped everyone. So one said in Spanish, "We want justice." Ramirez was born in Guatemala. Okay, I didn't even know this. Ramirez was born in Guatemala, where his family said they planned to take him back for funeral proceedings. That's expensive already by itself. I know the price, the cost of what it is to transport to Mexico, and that's racks. So I hope there's, see, I don't like GoFundMe's y todo eso, gente. They take a chunk of what the people are trying to donate to a good cause. What we need to do is it's going to be the people are going to appoint someone of integrity, of honesty, that has character. I'll be honest with you, and I'm putting this out there. A lot of people always want to make me, you know what I mean, be the ones to start holding all these wagers. The Super Bowl. Buddies want to make me the ones that hold the pinche wallet for the Super Bowl kitty and stuff like that. I don't got time for that, cabrones. I'm going to change all my cash apps and shit like that. But where we need to raise money for something, put it in the right direction. Or it doesn't need to be a person. It could be an LLC, a trust, a foundation. How about we create a foundation? We call it Chicano Tube Raza. Like that's my email. Actually, that's the email for the to get a hold of me. ChicanoTubeRaza@gmail.com. But that's a perfect name for a foundation. We can call it Chicano Tube Raza. That way, when someone needs help, boom, we can send them money directly, and we don't have to have them clipping 35%. That's something good we could do on the channel. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the Elotero. He's just going to work for the day to provide for his family, and the family doesn't have him anymore. His plan was to come home at the end of the day, not to meet the maker, not to where the kids will have to start mourning and planning a funeral, on top of having the dad pass away and the husband, again, to a wife, pass away, have a financial burden. Helping people when it makes sense is what we're going to do. Mark my words. Another thing I'm going to do also as well is I'm opening up a foster home. See, I'm putting things out on the internet that I didn't think I would be saying this stuff, man. Because I just, left hand know what the right hand is doing. But now that I slipped and I said it, I'm opening up a foster home. All right, let's keep it moving. Here we go. Let me read some of the comments. Gnarly Vatos in the casa. That's right. Where's Alex when you need him? So he's away, obviously, and all the information is always going to get put out there. I mean, the information that I don't know if it's true or not. You just see a lot of videos circulating. Have I taken any time to research into Alex Enamorado? Not really. Not really. What's the information that's getting put out there? It's both ways. It's if you support him, if you don't support him. I guess there's three ways. You support him, you don't, or you don't care. Support him, it's going to be free him. Try to hear out all the facts. Well, then you're going to want to wait till the trial's done. Do we know there's systems that sometimes aren't in your favor? Yeah. Motherfuckers that have money, 9 out of 10 times, tend to not be behind bars. I don't see that. You don't see that. We see that. Just put it on this side or what? OG Smoker, Everlasting Base. Oh, he says OG Smoker. El Foco. This guy's hitting the Foco.
This is Space Coke. You never tasted this before, man. Hey, try this, man. Try it and blow your head off.
Think a lady no man ese?
Told you he was my best crime partner.
He ain't Mexican ese?
All right, I wanted to get your opinion on the Illinois judge's ruling for illegals. It said illegal immigrants can carry guns. Now, you might not like that terminology. Change it to what you want to change it. But the Illinois judge, I think it was a federal judge, ruled this. Illinois is obviously one of those 8 very left, very blue states. It just is what it is. I'm calling it what it is, right? It's called a spade a spade. It's one of those 8 or 10 states that are left and blue and, well, are in bed with each other.
And we just gonna,
let's just keep that real. Oh, I like that one.
and we just gonna find these little marks and smoke them. Shit ain't that hard.
I was trying to change cameras, and I ended up hitting O-Dog. Órale. So Illinois, they ruled they can carry. Okay, they can carry. So there was one individual. Here come the articles. And, of course, these are right-leaning places that are putting out these articles, okay? Daily Wire, Fox, etc., right? Or Mail, Daily Mail, Wire, all that stuff, right? So I get that, right? And they're saying, of course, they're going to show someone undocumented, right? And guess what the dude did?
Call from
West Coast Graffiti.
That dude did something crazy. He started shooting in front of his house at a car. When the cops came and got all that information, they're like, whoa, what's going on? And of course, the right-leaning website said what they said. We got West Coast Graffiti in the casa. Everyone can hear you, West Coast Graffiti. What you got to say?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's West Coast Graffiti right here over here in the down south, Long Beach, California. You already know what it is. I just want to clear something up, Mikey.
Well, you got the floor.
All right. So I know I don't watch your channel, but like this whole week I have to watch everybody's channel because I know a lot of shit's been said about me or whatever in American Cholo and Tony A. So, I did hear you say that this is fake beef and all that because of the fucking numbers or whatever. People are talking about, oh, this is fake because American Cholo has done this before and people like the views and whatever. And that's cool. It is what it is, I understand that. I understand the number game, like you said. It is a numbers game. But like I said before, and I said it on Monday, when Gil put me, when he cornered me and he said, choose fucking sides or whatever, look, I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm going to tell your viewers one thing. I don't appreciate what he said, and I was just having fun with both channels. I was going over there. I was having a good time, right? But when you put somebody that's having a good time all around in a situation where it's like, choose sides, like, fuck the bullshit, homie. I'm not a fucking, I'm not playing games with nobody. I'm having a good time. When you put somebody in that situation, you just got to choose yourself. And I chose myself,
Okay, I respect that. Get it off your chest. Let it be known. Stamp your position.
Serio, that's right, homie. I don't fuck with your channel, but again, like I said, I had to watch everybody's channel because I know this was a trending topic, and people are like, "Oh, West Coast is just fucking playing the fucking victim." Nah, homie, I'm not playing the victim. I'm just playing West Coast Graffiti, which is a righteous channel. I was about, the business, kicking it with everybody, and just having a good time. But when this happened again, like I said, I talked to my wife and I asked her. I was like, "What the fuck? What do you think I should do?" Because again, I'm a family man first. And then I'm a YouTuber, right? Because YouTube comes in second. Like, fuck YouTube, fuck everything, fuck the views. I'm a family man first. And my wife said the same thing. She said, "You know what? Fuck it. Say what you have to say. Do what you gotta do. If you have to cut ties with everybody, then cut ties." Like, look, Mikey and your audience, I did not know them 4 years ago, and I don't give a fuck if I know them 4 years from now. You know what I mean? You understand that, right?
100%.
And again, my life, bro, it doesn't revolve around YouTube, right? YouTube is fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. Like, I have my cooking segments on Friday, and I got my Monday through Thursday, like, fucking segments and all that. And it's fun, don't get me wrong. But
this shit
like,
is a kick.
Gracias. But to take this shit 100% serious, nah, I'm good, homie.
West Coast Graffiti, man. I appreciate the call. Hey, cabron, keep it real. Who was in that live chat of yours all the time saying, "Where's the pisto, West Coast"?
No, 1,000% you were. But you know what? Like, again,
I don't want you to feel like, I respect 100% what you're saying. You know what? I don't need this, cabron. We're the same. That's why I think we're the same. This YouTube thing is what it is. You want to step back from Guerra Tube? Me too. Now I'm just really doing this shit for the business and see what I can do to help the people. But of course, ni modo que no vamos a hablar, de chingaderas that are happening because, you know, somos raza, güey. Siempre vamos a hablar de lo que sea, and we're going to bump heads. At the end of the day, I think there's a peace treaty coming as soon as someone can pick up the phone, and then we look back and es mamadas. But here's the question. Can we keep it peace and keep it pushing, or was someone going to step on a landmine again?
Yeah, that's never going to happen, Mikey. That's never going to happen, homie. And I'm going to keep it 100. That's never going to happen. But you know what? Keep it 1,000. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. Everybody's going to do what they do because nobody's going to reach out to nobody, bro. Look, it's all about egos. It's all about egos and numbers. You said it. I said it. Everybody knows it. You know, as long as they're growing, nobody gives a fuck about nobody. When everybody was small and was growing, everybody was reaching out to everybody. Oh, man, let's collab. But as soon as people started growing, all that shit went out the window, homie. And that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Look, me, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to keep it humble. And you know what? And nobody fucks with me. Nobody fucks with me. And I don't have to fuck with nobody because I started this by myself, just like you started this by yourself, just like everybody started this by themselves. You know what I mean? So let's just keep it 1,000, homie.
Órale.
Fuck everybody, right? Fuck everybody.
Yeah, I respect that 100%. West Coast Graffiti's in the casa. He's as real as it gets, cabron. You already know what it is. That's what happens when you're raza, you're Chicano way. You just grew up. When you grew up in the ghetto, we're happy just to fucking make it out of food stamps and roaches and bullets flying by our heads, and then acting like kids sometimes is funny. It's funny. But will there be peace? I think there can be peace, cabron. You rule it all the way out? I don't.
I'm just keeping it my side, 1,000. I don't think so. But you know what? You might be right. Let's just say
time will tell.
Maybe not. You know what I mean?
Time will tell. That's right. West Coast Graffiti.
I just had to call in because I wanted to get everything straight. I know you said this might be like some other fake shit, but you know what? I'm not on that fake shit, bro. If Gil made me choose sides, nah, I'm not good with Gil. I'm not good with Tony. I'm not good with Norby's. I'm not good with Marvelous. I'm not good with nobody, bro. I'm gonna just keep it with my family, and then that's it. You know, the West Coast Graffiti family. You know, everybody else. You know, they could do their thing, but I'm going to do my thing. And like I told everybody on my live on Monday, if I see you, I'll say what's up. But other than that, I'm good. I don't need this fucking YouTube drama. They could keep that. Everybody could keep that because it's fucking stupid, bro.
West Coast Graffiti calling in and getting it off his chest, always keeping it 1,000. Hey, gracias for the llamada, cabrón. You already know what it is, aquí.
Take care, homie.
Cuídate mucho. West Coast Graffiti. Well, something that you can say is the cabrón is sincere, ¿verdad? I know. I've read people, heard people. I pretty good judge of them. I've been around a lot of people in different places, different circumstances. One thing I can't say about West Coast Graffiti is he doesn't have a filter. He doesn't have a motive. He doesn't have an agenda. I respect that 100%. The only reason I did say that is because I thought I saw a clip, and I could be wrong. I thought I saw a clip saying that it was staged and it was fake. Or no, I thought I heard someone say that, yeah, well, we did this other time too, or something like that. And even if I did, so what? Bullshit, puro pedo. It's in the past. So, hey, but wait, to be honest with you, I'd rather put them both in the ring for Cinco de Mayo, cabrón. OG Smoker, Denise Castillo Terps is in the casa, man. I'm not good with anyone. He said, hey, I want to get it off my chest, man. I was at the barbershop, man. Shout out to Chicano Barbers in Salas, man. Shout out to the Cool Raul, the best barber in the game, killing the game in Salinas today. Shout out to Cool Raul. We always have a good conversation, man. They're just talking about the fights, pulling up, running fades. You know what? Real quick, just because, West Coast Graffiti just checked in right now, and now I do believe that is his position. His position is, don't involve me in that shit. And I respect that because I've heard this, and I look at a motherfucker, I'm like, no disrespect, bro. I'm like, are we like viejas o qué? What I mean by that is, this guy didn't like my post. This guy said this on a video. This guy hearted this. I got this one. This guy hearted this comment. I got no issues with West Coast Graffiti. He's as real as it gets. And I asked him, I said, cabron, who was always in your chat all the time? Saying, hey, where's the pistol? I never knew any other weatherman on the internet before West Coast Graffiti on YouTube that would read the news with a 32 ounce. Man, it's already 8 o'clock. I do want to touch on a couple other things, man. Planet Fitness, all of a sudden, stock plummeted all the way down. $500 million loss. What happened at Planet Fitness? Let's kind of keep pushing on this, right? I want to be able to pull out some substantial stuff and then get some clips later and sprinkle them out to the people because this is stuff that was trending news. Planet Fitness, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You absolutely ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because common sense has now gone out the window. And again, this goes back to restrooms and progress and it should be this way and the old way is too old and traditional, blah, blah, blah. Those politics have been going on since the Roman era or before the Aztec era. Even Aztecs, a lot of people didn't know the Aztec civilization, the indigenous civilizations, they had politics too. There was classes, there was levels. But anyways, plummeted their stock because a woman took a picture of a dude who's in there shaving and sharking. The dude was in there shaving and sharking inside the restroom. The lady took a picture of him sharking. Showed this picture over there. You know what Planet Fitness did? They banned the lady. Kicked the lady out. Civil rights. Can anyone say civil rights? Does anyone know their civil rights? Should I just post that on one community feed? That way we can all understand. Even in the case of Virgilio Mendez, I knew when I seen the police footage, they had no probable cause. He just had to live through the damn ordeal in order to get on the back end so we could get the lawyers in there. The real gangsters. The lawyers, the real gangsters. The pen mightier than the sword. Real gangsters. Not social media. When someone says social media, the pen is mightier than the sword. No. The real pen. When they knock on your door and serve you that paper. And serve you the suit. That's gangster. Or, they buy your business out. If you have a public business that's publicly traded. And they buy the whole thing. And then they show up at your office and say, get the hell out. This is my office now. That's real gangster shit. Anyways, Planet Fitness, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. This is all going back to the bathrooms, all going if you want to see a Billy inside of a restroom with nothing but girls. And if you're a dad and if you would be okay with your daughter on any team, right? To be honest with you, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. There was, we were at a soccer game the other day. My daughter plays soccer, man. Shout out to her, man. She's a really talented soccer player. Shit. I might have a Ronaldinho. There was a goalie on the other team, on the other side. I had to zoom my eyes in. I said, eso no es un niño, es un niño. I just wanted to know, man, because, again, Salinas don't play that, man. Salinas does not play. Gente, we're not playing that. These little people that try to infiltrate our city councils, we know who you are. You ain't never gonna gentrify the city. Cholo Trucker came to the last fight, Tony fight. He ran. I met him that morning. Corriendo. I don't even know how many miles he ran that morning. He pulled up to the gym running. He was like, bro, I love East Salinas. It's like East LA. Yeah, they're selling naranjas, huaraches, antojitos. It's all raza. But anyways, he said all the bridges have murals on them, like every single corner. I said, what'd I tell you, cabron? Like the demographic has to be 80% or plus. It's only a 200,000 population city. Anyways, we're not playing that. We don't play that here in the sports. I just had to squint. I was like, is that a pinche niño? No, I really couldn't see, man. I don't approve of that. It is to each his own. Oh, I'm trapped in another body. I don't know. That's your business. Hormone blockers. Hell no. No. We're going to keep it pushing, man. We're going to end with the Mexican migrant. I did want to talk about the Mexican migrant that a video surfaced. The Texas sheriffs ended up finding in the middle of nowhere, absolutely exhausted for at least 2 days wandering the desert. The body can sustain that, gente. You don't know. It's Our body, gente, the way God designed our bodies, gente, it can kick days. It actually needs more fluid than it does need nutrients. It can kick days. You can go on fuel. Nomás porque you're accustomed to 3 meals a day. I've done a couple 72-hour fasts already this year. More than one, at least 2. 72-hour fast. And one was almost like a 73 or 4 where I was getting a cover-up session done. I should have broke the fast like at 12 and ended up breaking it like at almost 3. But anyways, it's because I was getting the cover-ups. The body can sustain that, but this man, as soon as he saw the Texas Rangers, he was like chingado, crying. Hasta estaba saliendo moco de los narices. So thankful. Now he's going to live. Maybe for a while he thought he wasn't going to live. Abandoned by the coyotes. This is a very common story. This is the nightmare of border crossings. My dad was also kidnapped by coyotes one time. Then when he crossed and came over, his hands were all swollen and cut. He said he had to jump over barbed wire. Bleeding. I didn't see. He went away like my freshman year. He didn't come back until I was engaged to my wife. That's the generations. That's the stigma that we're lifting from Salinas and all the generations of families and all the negativity. And so many times I get in the city, you're doing a great job. Or no matter what, even if it's the homies. The homies tell it like this, but then we won't take a picture or video respectfully. Because I tell the homies, I said, look, man, I'm a gang prevention specialist, ordained minister, go to juvenile hall, go to the youth center camp, you know. But you're still pushing that line. I don't want to put you in a bad position. You don't want to take a picture with me because guess what? I work with the community. When someone gets shot and killed and there's a homicide and they think it's gang related, I get a phone call too just to rally the troops. The ministers automatically in the city that volunteer, we all get a phone call because there's always a vigil, because it's always a sad occasion when something like that happens. I'm here to lift the cloud. One of the principal messages always on my channel is going to be unity of the raza. Don't ever forget that. With content creators, series of fighting as big as it's getting. On the second fight coming up now, Cholo Trucker. Don't ever forget that. All of my fighters, anyone who participates, we're going to take this platform, and when it's time, we'll put the message out. What really is the heart and the core of the platform. We're pushing unity, the raza here, but we're running fades también, right? Anyways, gente, it's 8 o'clock. Big homies in the casa. That's real gangster shit, Mikey. That's right, man. Hey, G's and LLCs, right? That's all I'm talking about, you know.
Hey, man, what's your name? Hey, where you from?
La Primera, Islos.
You talk like a fucking Chicano, man.
And right now we're on Chicano Street live every single Friday night. Man, gracias for tapping in. You guys, respectfully, man, I'm going to tap back in with the family. I do want to read through some of the comments. I was going to talk about Brick Baby, but this ain't the Whack 100 channel. There's other channels. They're the Whack 100 channels or whatever they talk about. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, I think that was staged. I really do. I think over there, Adam 22, which he is like the godfather, cabrones, whether you want to admit it or not. He's the biggest platform. He just had Lazy Boy from up north over there. And was that something groundbreaking? Absolutely it was, you know. But those gentlemen, of course, I don't mean to say but, let me just say, those gentlemen are pushing a hard line. That's just cuidado, man. It's just, what gets me nervous is that these platforms are so big and they're letting politics, street stuff into the podcast. I said this a long time ago. I said, I understand because people speak things that they want to come off down and hard or la pandilla or whatever. They're inviting that world into their podcast, and that governs the podcast ultimately. There's a cloud over it. Whether you want to believe it or not, the pressing will happen. The pressing will come one day because you're talking about it. You're inviting that. I don't. There is no cloud. Nothing governs this. What governs this is Dios, familia, y cultura. What governs this is the raza, the people. This is Chicano Street. Over here, they come to get Chicano Street certified. if they ever hear a channel and he says que es Chicano, send me a message or no, comment on that channel and say, hey, have you gotten Chicano Street certified? Just kidding. No, gente, I really am going to wrap it up, man. Spanks Contreras, ole, I appreciate you, my boy. Gracias. Spanquillo's in the casa, man. Shout out to you, Spanquillo. So we talked about Virgilio Mendez. We talked about the Elotero in Long Beach. Again, depends what story you want to, what you heard. If you only heard one story. I heard multiple reports that said it was a close-by shooting and a stray bullet. That's different from him getting targeted and gunned down and then want to flip it and blame it on the police so they could jump on the police or what. So there's gente, you just got to understand, people have agendas when they write shit. Let's critically think. Let's weigh everything out. What's right, what's wrong? We just like November's coming up. You want 4 more years? By all means, vote blue. Vote with your convictions and with all your heart, vote it. You want 4 more years. If you want a different wallet, then you vote red. Is anyone perfect? No. You got to really pick the lesser of the pinchy 2 evils. But we're 40% of California, and we got major numbers. The raza has major numbers. Shout out to all the Chicano channels, you guys. Live from Chicano Street. I guess I'm going to put the poster up one more time just so you can see it happening April 27th at 7 p.m. That's the official poster. No one has that one yet. No one has that one. This is the official poster. Ahí están aventando chingazos. USA versus the raza. I'm really kind of torn when I see this. I'm torn when I see this poster. I'll tell you why. Remember, gente, Chicanos, nosotros somos la raza de oro. We're one of the few cultures that can embrace 2 cultures. Now, some people take that the wrong way. Well, we shouldn't embrace this. Do you know their history? We shouldn't embrace that. I get it. You want to call me one day? We'll talk about all that stuff. There's a lot of dark stuff that is not in history. I understand it. I understand that the educational system was handpicked. History for us to learn was handpicked. I know that, but I still went to school here. First generation Mexican-American, born to Mexican parents. All right, there it is, April 27th, you guys. If you go on tickets, if you got to see it, no matter, and more Team Cholo has been tapping in already and buying tickets. And Team Buzz is having their own section también, the 209. Hit me up. That's the same phone number, 831-205-1735, man. Broadcasting live from Chicano Street, gente. I'm going to let you guys go. Gracias for tapping in one more time, live every single Friday night. Let me read some comments. Orale, Scrappy Loco. That's right, my boy. My right sock told me to pick sides, right and left, so I cut time. Shit. Again, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. Que no, Scrappy Loco? You're going to call it to Chicano Street because aquí tenemos otro sazón. You're going to call it to AC's channel. He has another sazón. Tony's channel, he has another sazón. I don't know. At the end of the day, anyone wanting to run the fade, they would call this number. If I don't get a phone call, I don't think they want to run the fade. And I'm just letting the people know, then why take it at face value then? When one guy's just woof, 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 but no pull up, tell him to pull up. That's right, Spanky. I appreciate you. Good night, Mike and Christine, that's right. Burqueños in the casa. Miss Chicano Tube, you guys. Live from Chicano Street. I'm going to let you guys go. Remember what I always say, the most important thing. Hey, make memories. It's spring. Get out there. Fuck what anyone thinks. Fuck what anyone says. Live your life. Make yourself happy. You're here today. You're gone tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. Make those memories as much as you can. Y ahí les voy a caer yo el Sunday night. That first week of April, we'll do the press conference live, and I'll have both fighters in the same room at the same time. And let's see what happens. I don't want to need to have security, you guys. So the shit talking is the shit talking, but we'll end it. Let the bell be the reason. That's right. The homie hangout. That's right. The content creator series of fighting, cabrón. He put 3 C's on it. He put Country Club Crip. Country Club Crest Side. Content creator series of fighting. I'm just kidding. Pinchy Josh, man. Hey, hit me up though, cabrones. Man, you'd be a good locutor, man. Commentator. Both gentlemen asked me if they can have you on the have you do a presser with them. It's gonna be good stuff, man. The return of Cholo Trucker, 160-pound middleweight belt is on the line, and someone is taking it home. Someone is gonna be the middleweight champion, and we might get a guest appearance from the heavyweight champion also. on April 27th. The heavyweight champion might be there to talk his shit. Hey, let's keep it pushing. Gracias, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember what I always say, gente. Buenas noches, good night. But in the end, all you got is the memories.